Good morning. Today's topic is the best advice in the world. If you want, hit pause, go get a piece of paper and a pencil so you can write this down. Okay, here it comes. Are you ready? Don't be stupid. I know that sounds obvious, but from the way I see people behaving, it seems to me that that's advice that a whole lot of people need to be given. A classic example is a person decides that they want to do drugs. So they go down to their street corner, they buy a white powder from a guy that's hanging out there on the corner who's most likely a felon. Then they take it home and they either smoke it or inject it or snort it. They don't know what it is. It's a white powder. That's all they know. It could be some kind of poison. In fact, in a lot of cases it is. I'm an optometrist. One of the things that I would see from time to time is I would see talc deposit in the retinal veins and arteries primarily, where someone had injected usually heroin that was adulterated with talc. That's a well-known phenomenon. Talcum powder deposits in the retinal vessels. It's just kind of like not a bright idea to do that kind of thing. There are many things in life where I see people just get an idea and they run off and they do it. They don't think about it for even 15 seconds. And if they had, they probably wouldn't have done it. I don't know if Reader's Digest I don't know if it's even still printed, to tell you the truth, but they used to have a feature that they called Drama in Real Life. I called it the Fool of the Month Club, because in almost every single instance, it was people doing something that didn't need to happen at all, that they could have prevented the whole catastrophe that they got themselves into. One of them was a man and his wife and their 2 kids were sailing through the South Pacific. They were homeschooling them on the boat. They knew they were within about 100 miles of a particular reef. I think it was Palmyra Reef. Instead of having somebody stay awake and see what was going on with the boat and alternating watches between them, they all went to bed for the night. Well, you kind of know how this story is going to end. The boat hits the reef, gets a hole in it, it sinks. They got onto a lifeboat. They were at sea for some incredible number of days. I think it was a couple of weeks. Mom actually died. They all had very bad sunburns. All of that could have been prevented if they had simply had somebody on watch to see to it that the boat didn't run aground. They would have heard the waves, and it could have even been the 6-year-old. Just tell them, if you hear waves, come and wake me up. Another one was 2 guys decided that they wanted to climb Mount Hood. Instead of checking the weather, they just got in their car and started climbing. A storm came in. One of them lost his life, and the other one wound up losing ends of a couple of fingers because of frostbite. Again, totally preventable. All they had to do was have a little bit of foresight. So there you go. Best advice in the world. Don't be stupid.